Top of the morning, creator. Could it really be that we're at day 5 of this odyssey of self-discovery and awakening and curiosity, clarity? Incredible. Are you discovering that it's an exponential journey? Meaning that by removing a few things and then replacing them with mindful action, that what comes back to you is outrageously fecund and bleeds into all areas of your life? I am. And I got up this morning, woke up in the middle of the night actually, and had a delightful conversation with my daughter, who also happened to be up at the other end of the house. And I was going to get up and actually do some work to send some stuff to you guys. And then I thought, wait a minute. The word freedom came into my mind. Freedom. And so I want to ask you, what does freedom mean to you? What does the word mean? And how many different ways can you apply it? So since I'm having a soliloquy here, I'll ask myself and then I'll answer myself, which they say is what crazy people do, but here I am. Freedom. Freedom is the ability to choose the way I want to live my life. Freedom is creating my own destiny. Freedom is living my life without constraint and restraint. But the restraint comes from within, doesn't it? So there is an outward freedom that feels really, really good. Being able to move about in a place without being stopped or questioned. Being able to make choices that serve me without encumbrances. But then there's an inner freedom. An inner freedom from a mind that runs amok. And I think that's through my discovery of first beginning with yoga and now really with a consistent meditation practice for a number of years. I've come to realize that you can't have the outward freedom until and unless you have an inner freedom from the raging torrent of thoughts that if you do not learn how to corral them, you'll never be free. Ever. You know those days when you get really used to having a mind that serves you and isn't doing its own thing all the time. When you do get to those points where, maybe you focused on something, whatever, it doesn't even matter what your actions are because you don't want to blame yourself for anything. But when you get to those points, I know those mornings sometimes where I wake up and my mind just going full bore and really it is so uninteresting. And that's what really bothers me. I consider myself an interesting person. And when my thoughts aren't interesting, it's like people that I meet like this. I just want to run away. And you can't run away from your own head. Can't get upwind of your own thoughts. They're there and they're just coming at you. And it's debilitating. That's why when Abraham talks about step 5, being in a place where you're not feeling great, but accepting it, man, that's, for me, that's a challenge. It really is. And I think part of it is because I'm so used to feeling good. And in feeling good, let me define that, because there's so many definitions and so many different ways that I could even define it. But I'm talking about a specific kind of feeling good where your mind is so open and free that you can savor being present. You can savor just being in this space of allowing and receiving. Man, that is freedom. That is the ultimate freedom, where you're not battling. It feels like a battle. And the gifts of meditation, journaling, for me, yoga, it's incredible what they have given me so that I can have a freedom in my inner landscape, so that I can awaken in the morning and just really be present, be fully present to my environment, to any delicious downloads, thoughts that support this present moment. I can feel at ease. Anxiety is fostered when we're not being present. It's when we're going over bad thoughts, when we're thinking into the future about things that need to get done. And then we go into, well, how are we going to do that? It's all of that stuff. And you're in this present moment and you can't do any of it anyway. And that's why you're anxious, right? So by taming those thoughts through these systems that we're playing with together, meditating, the journaling, the other things we're going to get into, pre-paving and segment intending and all that jazz. And especially, I don't know if you've enjoyed the experience of your nighttime when you put your head down in your bed and you start going over your day. I mean, all of these things add to this, to an inner realm that is free. And when your inner realm is free, then you have clarity. Oh boy, what an underrated state of being that is. Unless, of course, you haven't experienced it. And then you do experience it. Clarity to choose with freedom. Your next move, whatever it may be. So I guess today is Freedom Day. What are you free to do today? What are you free to think about? What are you free to create? It's just a wonderful place to be, isn't it? It's a lofty perch. Once you unclutter your mind and open up to freedom. Okay, how about a meditation? Settle in. Let's get on the freedom train. All aboard. Allowing every part of your body to relax. And then start noticing. Noticing how your body moves to the breath. Relaxing your face, the eyes in your sockets, your ears, your mouth, your tongue, your cheeks and jaw. Relax your throat. Relax your chest and your shoulders, your upper arms, your forearms, your wrists and hands and fingers. With every exhale, just sink deeper into your seat, allowing yourself the freedom to be held up by something else. Relax your belly and your hips, thighs and knees and calves. Relaxing your ankles and your feet. Inhale deeply and just let it all go on the exhale. Here you are, home again. To that safe place beneath time, beneath space, where your body becomes so fluid that it starts to meld into the atoms and molecules in the space around you. As you breathe, you just become one with everything. The boundaries melt. The lines of delineation fade away. As you breathe, and just move to your breath like a wave rippling across the ocean. Nothing beneath you, nothing keeping you around you, just rolling with your breath, smoothly, calmly. Nowhere to go but here. Nowhere to be but this divine space that you're occupying right now. No future, no past. Just feeling, allowing, receiving. releasing. And now, Creator, with your eyes rolled deep in your skull, bringing this space forward into your conscious day ahead. Slowly opening your eyes to receive all that is around you with ease. It feels so good. Now I'm going to send you off so that you can write in your journal. Perhaps you'd like to write about freedom, what it means. What does freedom feel like? Does it feel smooth? Time for your thesaurus. And as we go through these meditations together, you might be finding that space, and then ideas will flow to you. Wonderful. That means you're actually communing with the larger part of you, the universal mind. The provenance of all greatness begins right there, in that space where you dwell when you're meditating. That is the birthplace of clarity and vision. So as always, Creator, have fun with it. Have fun with your journaling. Have fun with your day. And as you get out there, maybe you get a little overwhelmed. Maybe you start getting that monkey mind. It's cool, man. All you have to do is literally just sit still for a moment and breathe. Stand still for a moment and breathe. Inhale and exhale. And you're going to get so good at dropping what I call dropping up into this place, dropping down into this place of no time, no thing, that you can repossess that feeling no matter where you are or what you're doing. This is mastery that we're practicing here together. Okay, Master, I'm going to unleash you on the world now. Go get 'em, and I'll see you here tomorrow. Until then, ciao.